I don't know. How do you feel about it?
Well, I didn't realize you didn't like the last movie as much as I did, because I did like it a lot, which had me excited for this one. And
giving y'all a real show tonight. Excuse me. Tonight's show is complete with costume changes. Wardrobe changes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
you do got the other Sonic costume.
Yeah, no, we'll see. We'll see. Hold on. I'll be right. But you want to come over and work the?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Well, I'll take my quick wardrobe change.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, come on in.
Go on, Cher.
Take over for me, son.
That's a costume?
Yes.
Okay.
He said, "Is this your costume?" Yes, this is my costume. However, it's not complete.
Okay.
All right. Oh, okay.
No, it is.
All right.
Gotta go fast.
Bling, 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 bling.
Yeah, since
Now you just have to be obnoxious and annoying.
Oh, Martin. Well, I already got that down. Come on. So everybody, I am Sonic. This is Knuckles.
Shadow? Yeah, hell yeah, I'm Shadow. I'm saying goddamn color
more
Shadow.
of a Tails type person.
No. I'm goddamn Shadow. Y'all say this shit.
Okay, all right. You're Timu Shadow. I went for a simpler costume tonight because of the costume changes between the two.
Yeah.
I couldn't paint myself blue or anything like that.
You had a full suit of Sonic.
No, I'm not doing that.
You went with the blue leotard and all that.
Nah, I didn't feel like doing that tonight. I just, hey, look, I got Sonic right here on my head. That's good enough right there. People saying for being Sonic, you sure are slow getting this review of Sonic. Hey. Nobody said that, but somebody thought it.
This whole thing in his head.
You're always having arguments with people's thoughts.
Yes. I know somebody thought it.
Hey, nobody in the chat said that. They like, we didn't say this shit.
Nobody said it out loud. Now they're saying it faster, Corey. You know, people, it's hard. Who you talking to?
Were my lips moving?
Yeah, you looked over.
Oh no!
Who you talking to?
Oh no!
Did Sonic just pass by? I couldn't see. Oh hell! Dementia kicking in. Hello, talking, whispering some demon or something. Destroy Corey. Yes. Kill them all. Yes. What were you thinking about?
I was thinking about a conversation I had with somebody.
Well, that must have been a good conversation because you still having it.
I know.
It ain't even here.
I know. Wow. Okay. I thought it was just in my head. I didn't know my lips were moving.
You weren't listening to a damn thing I was saying.
I was listening to you.
You were looking off to whoever you talking to. Yeah, I know what you mean, man. Anyway. Martin, tell this person goodbye. Pay attention.
Right. It's all you, Corey.
It is hard to get a good video game, movie, or anything out there. Sometimes it's hard to get a good video game, period.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is why it's surprising that one of the most successful and critically praised movie franchises out there based on a video game is based on a damn hedgehog.
Yeah.
Who just loves to run fast and collect rings. Get all that bling. You know, the first Sonic was a phenomenal success. Even when it looked like it was going to be off to a bad start. When they had that damn mutant hedgehog in there, that human face. It
looked terrible.
It looked frightening. It looked horrible.
That should have scared the kids out of the theater.
That thing looked, it looked horrifying, man.
You guys love Sonic so much, you would have gone with it anyway.
Hell no, he wouldn't have.
Listen, first of all, I can give a shit less about Sonic. Even I said, I don't know about that right there, but I know it's not real. I was like, no. I was like, listen, on behalf of these fans that love Sonic, you can't do this.
Yeah, no.
Now put this little creature down, burn it, and let's get the real Sonic right here. Once they got it right, it was like, yes. It ended up being a surprisingly fun movie.
Yeah.
It was,
yeah.
I had to admit. I mean, it wasn't great, but it was more fun than I expected, and Jim Carrey was awesome.
Yeah, no, very true. Very true. And the second one was, some people would tell you it was even better.
Way better.
Yeah. They had more money. They had more faith from the fans in the studio, and they made them a very fun film. A lot of people agree with that. And now, some people, now it's at that point, people are like, all right, you got lucky with two. Don't push it. Stop.
Keep going.
Yeah, some people, yeah. People say that until they actually see the third one. And then, listen, even Batman couldn't even keep it up with most people. I'm trying to get that third one. Oh, no. So now we got this other superhero right here, Sonic, and we are at the third movie.
That's officially. Because that second movie, it was a Marvel movie.
Yeah, it was a superhero movie. The first one was a buddy road trip movie. Second was, we got another $90 million to spend? Oh, hell yeah. We're making a Marvel movie. Yeah, giant robots and things. Hell yeah. So now we are at the third one. We are officially a trilogy now, and Sonic has returned. And listen, this is gone. At this point, we going fast and furious, because every person or creature that Sonic crosses paths with, whether they be friend or foe, they become family. Literally family.
Well,
Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, they had the excuse though.
Yeah.
Because like Knuckles really ain't that bad of a guy.
Not now.
Yeah,
but he was at first. He was trying to kill.
I know. Yeah, but like even in the games, like later on, he's not that bad.
Yeah, but he was trying to kill everybody in the beginning. I must destroy your planet. You know what I mean? Listen, he was an asshole. But hey, like the Fast and Furious, everybody, no, they are literally family. They're brothers now. Like Tom has adopted them as his kids. Like they want a kid so bad, they just took in these alien hedgehogs and
but she ain't gonna give you one.
Right. Yeah, we can't get no little biracial baby, so he might just take these damn weird looking creatures.
They're biracial enough.
That's good enough. If I can't get no mixed black and white, baby, I'll take a blue, red, orange. But Knuckles is just somebody. He's just stupid now.
He drags.
But yeah, they are literally family now. Of course, now that we're in the third movie, that family is threatened by a new foe that looks sort of like Sonic, but is way more powerful and unfortunately a lot angrier. And that is Shadow. Shadow wants revenge for something that happened to him. They took away somebody close and dear to him, ruined his life. He didn't ask for anything that he got when he came to Earth. But, he's about to give it all back to him at this point. And on top of that, as if that wasn't bad enough, as if we didn't have enough to worry about with this. Oh, hell, that damn Eggman Robotnik is back. And now he got his grandpappy with him.
Right.
They have two.
Two for the price of one.
Two of them. It's like, oh, man, can this get any worse right here? And so the Earth is doubly threatened by these two guys who want to rule it and one angry rodent who wants to destroy it. Mm-hmm. Let's go ahead and take a look at this trailer for Sonic 3 while I remove whatever this damn thing is this dog has.
I know.
This dog is going to town. Yeah, what is this? What is this?
It's a bowl.
Yeah. I have no idea where she got this from.
She looks like she went to Whole Foods and got it.
Yeah. She must be like Sonic. She ran over there real fast and came
she
back.
Bad as hell. You got it too. You breaking that shit back.
I swear, this dog goes into a portal like Sonic, and every time I put her down,
she got a little ring.
Every time I put her down and let her wander off, she comes back with something that I don't know where she got this from.
Right.
Anyway, you can't have that. I'll find something else for you to chew on and be busy with while we watch. While we watch this trailer for Sonic 3 and be back with our review.
This ends now.
I love this part.
It's your favorite part.
This is my favorite part. Bring your ass in.
And the context of what happened in the movie is so much better.
Yeah, I think so too. So, returning in the movie, let me see here. Returning once again in this film, we have Ben Schwartz as Sonic, Idris Elba as Knuckles, and the one no one ever mentions, but you probably know it by now, Colleen O'Shaughnessy. Colleen O'Shaughnessy as Tails. And those are your animal characters right there. We also have returning is James Marsden as good old Tom, and Tika Sumpter as his wife Maddie. And I mean, this is a statement obvious right here when I say it. But yeah, this is a silly ass video game movie. They all have been really. I mean, because they've taken this concept, which is, originally pretty simple. Damn cartoon hedgehog wearing gloves like a 1930s rubber hose cartoon character who runs fast and chases rings. And, that's something that they pretty much brought to live action in the first movie. And, the reason why I say this is because, look, if you can't get with that, like if that didn't appeal to you in the first movie, then, nothing's going to change your mind later on. In fact, this is going to make you angry. if you stick around, you're just going to be hate watching at that point. But I don't mean as an insult, though. I actually find it commendable what these movies have done, because they appeal to the fans and the mainstream. Something that a lot of studios just don't get. They either go mostly one way, which is they trying to like get too many people in the theaters. They appeal to the mainstream and just water it down, change it too much. Yeah. Or sometimes, every now and then they'll just try to do it too much for the fans and everybody else is like, what the hell is this? I think this has done a great job at appealing to both mainstream people and the fans and keeping, pretty much keeping the what would you call it? The appeal, the essence of the appeal of the games that all the people love, because later on they got a lot of stories and everything. Mm-hmm. So they've kept that essence with these movies and somehow made it something that everybody liked. Because here's the thing, unlike Martin, this is your favorite movie. Unlike Five Nights at Freddy's, which is just concerned with the fans only, who are glad to have it regardless of whether it's good or not.
Right.
They ain't worried about quality. Oh, is that bear up in there? Oh, yeah.
Right.
You look good. Is Freddy here? Oh, shit. All right. I'm good.
It's 5 nights.
Yeah. As long as it's 5 nights.
They all right.
And as long as Freddy is there.
Right. They can take all my money.
Yeah. That's all they're worried about. But the Sonic movies, they recognize how far-fetched this is, bringing it to the real world setting. So I think that what really works is that they've embraced that silliness with a lot of humor. And, surprisingly, I think in parts the first movie for me and in that second movie, a lot of clever humor. Yeah. And a lot of that is due to Jim Carrey being in there too. Jim Carrey and Ben Schwartz, because they're comedians. Yeah. But the script is full of humor, man, because they know how silly the concept is, and they do a great job at just keeping the humor going and going and going, so that we are laughing the whole time, and not really, at this point not laughing at the movie, not laughing with it. Yeah. But also I think they've done some very emotional things in the movie. Now, not so much in the last movie, but they've definitely done it. They've definitely done it here. In a way that was really surprising to me. I'm eager to hear what you have to say, Martin, because you like that last one. Are you a Sonic fan?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not like a diehard Sonic fan, but I've dabbled a little bit. I enjoyed the first two. So
you know what I'm saying here. Like, it helps that over the years, the games, like I said, they've created their own stories and lore, and they've done a lot of world building with this. I mean, they've gone some crazy places. Mm-hmm. Like Sonic has gone to a apocalyptic world before. Oh, has he? Yeah, and a lot of times they're taking this kind of seriously. Mm-hmm.
Is this within the game, or was there a cartoon series?
It's in the game.
Okay.
Where they took it seriously, because you're like, what? And like, man, that shit ain't funny. Okay. No, he's serious with this. Okay. So these stories of, like I said, they've gone to an apocalyptic world and whatnot. So they've gone to some dark places. And with this movie, they've chosen one of the darkest stories for this. And yet somehow, with this being one of the darkest Sonic movies that they've done, it's also, to me, and this is why I want to say how you feel, to me, it's the funniest one of them all. Because I think this is even piled in more with humor. They pile in more of everything. They pile in more comedy with Sonic and Knuckles and Tails. There's there's 2 Jim Carreys here now, so it's twice a Jim Carrey. you know, and like I said, things that worked before, they just almost kind of like realized that and tried to. It's not like they just, you know, did more of it. It's almost like they tried to do better. It's almost like they tried to improve. It's almost like, okay, that was funny. Let's get those people. Let's do better at that and give the people even more of that. You know, and as I said, they didn't forget what made the movie appeal or made the game appealing to the fans, and bringing some of that into the movie while still appealing to everyone else. Yeah, I think, you know, if you couldn't tell, I enjoyed this more than I thought I would. Because I didn't like the last movie as much as you did, but I did like it.
Oh, okay.
I did. Okay. I did enjoy it. I did. I recognized what they did in that movie, and I applauded the movie for doing it so well. But I think this is the one that I like the most out of these. I don't know. How do you feel about it?
Well, I didn't realize you didn't like the last movie as much as I did, because I did like it a lot, which had me excited for this one. And I didn't like this one much at all.
Damn.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Did not see that one coming.
Well, I did. I saw it come when I put on his hat, and he's like, man, you're annoying. like I was like, is it the hat?
It's that asshole right there.
I didn't even say anything. He was like, Jesus, you're annoying. That's not what I said. You said something like that.
No, I think Corey hated it.
No, I just found the writing on this one so weak, and it was tedious. And I was like, what happened? I watched that trailer and it was so much fun. But I was just like, I just had moments where I noticed like nothing Sonic said was funny. He was just saying stuff just to say things. And it was also very much, okay, this feels like a lot of stuff that maybe it comes from the game, maybe it comes from the anime. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's not Five Nights at Freddy's, but it really felt like it was pandering to the fans. And when it was over, I was like, wow. So the conclusion is, none of that affected what happened afterwards. It's like none of this, it really had any consequence or any measure to it. Another thing it's got going on, it's got that thing that these sequels lately have had where you get to a point where they just keep adding characters. Adding, you know, somebody's a villain and then they're friends. So now you pile on so many main characters that it's almost like nobody's a main character and the story gets watered down.
I'm not a huge Sonic fan, and I'm kind of the opposite, man. I found it funny.
Believe me, I wish I did, because I was excited to go see this.
Yeah,
I was even telling other people who were like, Sonic. I was like, man, you ain't seen those first two Sonics. You don't know what you missing.
You should have sat with us. That you should have just been.
Now see, having a good ass time. Now him and I disagreeing. Now we the Crips and the Bloods. I got my blue, you got your red on.
I know.
We about to go at odds right here, man. This black on black crime about to start.
No, but you're right though. I do think this is the best one out of the three so far.
Listen, even if I want to lie to you, I couldn't, because I would sit up and laughing the whole time.
We're having fun. That's fun. I think this one like fixes its mistakes from the last movie, because the last movie I thought the biggest problem was like there was too many human characters and they focus on the humans too much, like the human subplots and all that. But in this one, there's not really any human subplots in this one. And the human that are in this movie, they tag along with the hedgehogs. So I feel like that actually worked better for the film here.
Yeah. Okay, so first of all,
if they wrote better stuff for all of them to say, I'd be right there with you.
Okay.
So I think for me, first of all, I think Jim Carrey did an excellent job. Because Jim Carrey, as you saw, he plays two roles here. You know, he plays Dr. Robotnik Eggman, and he plays his grandfather, Gerald Robotnik. And I really did see two different people.
Oh, yeah.
He's very good at that. Yeah. You know, and listen, for them to be, for this to be one actor playing two different people, they had chemistry. They had chemistry like they were two different people. That's how much I was watching this. As far as I'm concerned, I was watching two different people.
Yeah, well, as the grandpappy, he was using his Count Orloff voice from Lemony Snicket.
Yeah, that's true. But I really, man, I loved him. Now, at the same time, they do kind of play it safe here a little bit, because one of the things that they do here, let me see here. So everybody knows, it's a classic scene from the first Sonic, where you got Jim Carrey, where he,
your part.
Man, I love this part. Man, I love this part. I wasn't even that crazy about the first movie, man, but I love when he's dancing.
Yeah, that damn dinosaur.
Yeah, Let me man. When the dinosaur bites his head. Oh, man, it's okay. Now you
so
probably
Jim
see why I
Carrey.
like this movie because it's so silly.
Yeah, no, it is silly, but that's fun.
Yeah.
But so what I mean by they're playing it safe, when I say that they're doing things that people love, they're repeating certain things. There's a huge dance number between Grandpa Robotnik and Junior Robotnik over here. But so they're doing it. But I thought it was actually pretty funny. And you know what? I thought that being that you had two characters in there, it was amazing to look at that they were choreographed. Doing, between two, between one person.
Yeah.
So I, so at least if they're going to repeat a gag, they do it and try to make it better, try to make it bigger and more impressive. Also, that's just the character now. Robotnik just likes to dance.
That's just his stick at this point.
He always has a playlist.
Right.
He always going to dance to something. Yeah. He did it in the last movie. He was dancing to Pantera, playing his leg and everything.
No. The best parts are with Jim Carrey and Jim Carrey.
I found myself, because when they started dancing, I was like, oh, okay, so we're just going to be regurgitating, recycling jokes right here. But man, like I said, at least they did some of these things better. And I'll go into that a little bit more. Obviously, Martin did not feel that same way.
No, because I mean, look, Jim Carrey is doing a lot of his stuff, and he's usually funny. But I also found like not all of it worked, and it'd be awkward endings or awkward cuts to the next thing.
I see. Oh.
But whenever I got chuckles, and I did get a lot, they usually came from him.
Okay.
But it was so much of it was the rest of it, especially the like even always before Sonic, he was hyper. He could be a little annoying, but he was always funny. And here I was like, you ain't got nothing to say. You just talking just to talk.
Damn, you were harsh. You need to watch this again on gummies.
I know. Hey, look, I knew he was going somewhere.
Listen, this is not an ad read. This is some advice. You need to relax. We're gonna watch this together on some of these delicious gummies right here from Diet Smoke.
Okay, all right, and you watch Craven again on Diet Smoke.
I will. Thank you very much. Because everything is better on Diet Smoke. We need to give a word out to our sponsor right now, which is Diet Smoke. Yeah, man, we look like a couple of gummies right now.
I know, right? All our primary colors.
Yeah, you cherry flavored, I'm blueberry. But we are all farm flavors. We love Diet Smoke. It helps me sleep so well, puts you in a good mood, puts me in a good mood. And I normally don't handle things like this very well. But ever since I discovered this, I've rested easy and I still take a gummy every now and then before I go to bed. But let me tell you why you're going to love Diet Smoke. Because, well, first of all, I got some brand new flavors. They got the brand new Blue Dream Gummy. It's got that, it's bursting with that gummy flavor. And it's also designed for a light, uplifting mood, so it's not going to hit you too hard right there. Also, this is something I didn't know that they did. They take personalized recommendations. So the team over at Diet Smoke, they'll guide you to the perfect product that's tailored just for you and your preferences. And as you can see, there's a lot. Do you just want to relax? You want to be in a good mood? Do you want to sleep better? Call them up. Ask them for a recommendation. They'll help you out. They want to. They love doing that. Plus, they have a lifetime happiness guarantee. If you're not 100% satisfied, they'll refund or replace your order. And also, they have fast and reliable shipping. You can get your gummies delivered quickly anywhere in the U.S. where they allow it. And also, I think, but anywhere in the U.S. really. And they come in discreet packages, I believe. So you don't have to worry about somebody taking your gummies. All right, folks, here's something that's very delicious for you. I got this deal. So enjoy a $50 welcome gift plus 20% off your entire order.
What?
That's when you head over to dietsmoke.com and use the promo code TOASTED at checkout. I want to thank Diet Smoke for, first of all, making me feel good, giving me some good rest, and sponsoring this portion of the show. And I want to thank all of you out there for your support. All right, back to the review right here. So we were talking about all of the comedy here and how much the movie was making us laugh, except for him, except for Jim Carrey, though. You like Jim Carrey, you say. Yeah. On the opposite side, now, some told me that you probably would not like this movie as much as I do, or even him, because I I could be wrong because I'm assuming, but I'm going to assume you didn't like Shadow very much.
I was nonplussed by Shadow. I mean,
okay,
he was fine.
On the opposite end is Shadow right here. Keanu is perfect as Shadow as far as I'm concerned. First of all, he sounds like the character from the games from where I looked him up, but his acting style fits old angry ass self-serious alien hedgehog. Yeah. Listen, his acting, whether you like it or not, somehow it fits this character.
It works, yeah.
He looks just like you.
Why do you look like me?
Hey, you know what? I'll ask the questions, new hedgehog. Who are you? Why do you look like me?
Come on.
Oh,
Why are you screaming?
So you didn't like that from Sonic.
You didn't like that? That's funny.
You didn't like that.
That's funny.
I mean, it's cliche. that's funny to y'all.
Yeah. But now we know those annoying kids pissing off Dad, right?
Right,
Y'all shut up.
I mean, if that's all it takes to make you laugh, then go for it. I ain't trying to steal your sunshine.
That's Martin, right? Y'all shut up. You find that funny?
You like this shit?
I'll beat your ass.
Walk away before you get hurt.
Whoa, easy, buddy. We don't want to fight you.
Actually, Sonic, I would like to fight.
Not now.
I love that, man. That's funny.
That's funny. What's this ass?
Yeah, you and I laughed hard at that part in the theater when that
That shit is
happened.
funny.
You jumped out of a gun helicopter. There's nothing to talk about.
That line.
All right, then.
What's that?
That line right there is hard.
Oh, yeah.
That's why.
Come on.
No. Like
He's not doing me any favors.
Okay, look. Okay, no. No, I didn't know. Okay, I didn't want to. Okay, I didn't want to.
Okay, don't spoil it. Don't spoil it.
Okay, I didn't want to spoil it.
Don't spoil it.
I
get why.
I won't say that.
And come down here to talk.
You jumped out of a gun helicopter. There's nothing to talk about. All right, then. Enough!
Yeah, I get it. It would be kind of a spoiler if we said something, even though they've been saying it in some places, but I get it.
Oh, no!
Oh, shit.
That's a big fight in Tokyo. I actually like that scene a lot. So each one of these movies has increased in budget. I think they're at 100. I don't know. How much are they now? 120? 122 million. It started out as an $80 million movie. Then the next movie was 100 million. Now I think they're at 122 million as far as the budget goes. And then these budgets start to show. This is a big fight that they have in Tokyo. Right. It's 122 million. So this is a big fight they have in Tokyo. And they, these scenes really show the money. You thought the last one was a superhero movie. I mean, this is pretty much going Dragon Ball at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, they're glowing and going Super Saiyan and fighting each other. So yeah, this is if the last was a Marvel movie, this is Dragon Ball Z. And the money is there to show it. I love the scenes where you have Sonic chasing Knuckles and, they're speeding through the streets of Tokyo. You saw a little bit of that in the trailer. So I think they used the money pretty well here. I think, you have a lot of movies that they show a lot and do a lot just because they have the money to do it. They just put all these action set pieces in here. I thought it fit right here. This whole thing is to go fast. So yeah, you're gonna have a chase scene right like this right here, where you have Sonic chasing a Shadow through the streets of Tokyo, and I thought it was actually done pretty well. If they're gonna increase the budget, yeah, do some great things with it. I think it's funny because we're talking about Keanu Reeves in here, and Keanu Reeves, it works two ways for me. First of all, it makes it funny watching this character because it's in such contrast with the goofiness of the movie because he's so serious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's not cracking jokes at all. Like he was Knuckles the first time we saw him, but more so, 10 times more. So it's funny watching him just be serious and everything else in this movie is just kind of silly. But also his backstory. And if you know anything about the games, I had to look this up, so I don't know. No, it's very dark. Like I said, if you know anything about the games, his story is very dark. They do something very tragic here. And for those of you who don't think they're going to follow through with it, they do in the movie. Yeah. They do it in, as much as they can to a family film. But I tell you, by the end of the film, it kind of moved me a little bit, man. And they did a couple of montages to show you his backstory, and I thought that they did those very well. Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails, I think it was cool watching them work as a team because they have an interesting dynamic because all of them have their different personalities. So it was, I had fun watching them, probably more than I did in any other movie. And listen, to be honest with you, I can understand how Sonic can annoy people. I don't know how he was more annoying than he was in the last movie, but
it's not so much that he's annoying more this time because they didn't really write good stuff for him to say. Because he's constantly trying to crack jokes and be funny, and he's not.
Hold on. Is this a raise?
You're going down.
No cataclysmic events, okay? Let's keep this cataclysmic-less.
Understood, Lord of the Donuts.
there are moments where they showed them as a family. It was brief, but they showed them as a family, and I like those moments with them too. I think as far as it's nothing deep here, but they have grown these characters in a way where they've given them more development with each film, and I like that. I enjoy watching them. I laughed hard at just. Again, I'm talking about how silly this is as a comic book movie. I mean, it's a video game movie, but I laughed really hard at some things. Because there's just some crazy imagery in here. I laughed at these cartoon animals jumping out of an aircraft. Like they're on a special forces team. But they still got the white gloves on and everything. And it's just, they just look like they do. And they're jumping down to stop another cartoon animal from tearing up Tokyo like he's Godzilla or something. I just found that funny. Because it sounds stupid. And for some people it probably will be. But this movie is set up the world that it is in a way where it follows its own logic and it follows its rules and stays consistent and committed to it. So as ridiculous as some of the imagery is here, it fits for me within the world that they built over 3 films. I don't know. How are you feeling about this? You haven't heard.
No, like I said, yeah, it's definitely my favorite of the 3. Honestly, the thing I thought wouldn't work here would be Shadow. And I think he's one of the best things about the film, honestly. I didn't have a lot of faith in Keanu Reeves because I've just seen Keanu Reeves in so many other things where I'm like, his acting just ain't the best. But seeing him here, I was like, damn, he really works for Shadow. You know what's crazy? I looked at Shadow like my hero. This little creature crashed out over this poor little white girl.
Yes, you were very much.
That's my goddamn hero right there.
You were very much. Yes, you were very much Shadow then. Yes,
they messed with his little white girl, and he was like, "I'm gonna kill all you." That's my hero,
man. I so wish they had addressed that in the movie. I was like, this little interspecies romance. Oh, like it's just normal.
Yeah, shit. That's Juliet the Ball. Hey, girl, what's up?
Yeah, man, you just need to wax your dreads and make them stick up like that.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm halfway there. But yeah, man, honestly, visually, this looked amazing. Like how the hedgehog looked in the movie, they look real as shit. Did y'all never notice that? Like the animation on that?
Okay, you know what?
They look very good.
I'll tell you something I noticed, and I have it kind of close up on Sonic right here. But there was a close up on Shadow, on his eyes, and you could see little veins in his eyes.
It looks good. Yeah. The CGI looks amazing in this movie.
I thought making him look more cartoonish would be weird, but it actually works.
Yeah, no, I absolutely adored it. Like I said earlier, man, I thought what I didn't like from the second one, they completely removed from this one. There's no stupid subplots that, remember that last one had that stupid wedding?
Yeah.
And then that subplot, there's none of that here.
Right. Yes, that had that, and yet they do a callback. which I was like, God damn it. I'm trying to get through this, and y'all just, you determined to drag me down, aren't you?
Okay. The callback.
You like that callback?
No. You
gonna sit here and sit there and look me in the eye and say you like that.
Look, I'll say the callback wasn't too long, and I thought it was interesting how they put
it was
them in
too
there.
long. Just being in there at all, it was too long, and they had nowhere to go with it. It was almost like it was a contractual obligation.
I thought it was an interesting way to be like, hey,
interesting. That's the word you want to use.
I mean, shit, it's better than them being in the entirety of the film. They went there for a little bit more. They went there for 5 minutes.
Don't look at me. I'm not, that's between y'all.
You're responsible for this.
Don't put me in the middle of this. That's y'all, man. You notice I sat back and I just like, okay, I'm staying out of this.
They were there for 2 minutes. That callback was not that long. So I was like, all right, I'm not mad at this.
For that 2 minutes, they made the most out of how stupid that was.
Well, I wasn't bothered by it.
It didn't bother me either.
You just as bad as him. Both of y'all.
I'm sorry, man.
They was
You turned to the color of your suit.
You're like Knuckles and Sonic over here.
To me, it was kind of in and out. That was it. Like, here, this for y'all that seen the second movie. Boom.
Yeah, it didn't bother me. But do I think it was could I have done without it?
Yes.
But
I could have done without it.
But it didn't bother me.
Yeah.
I actually had chuckled at some parts of it. So.
Oh, Jesus. This is what we've come to.
I apologize for nothing, sir.
Well, y'all see your little video game characters in there and you just love everything they do.
No, I know what it was.
Wow. This is what I got to deal with. All right. Why'd I even try?
I don't know, Martin. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Martin.
You must be sitting in the wrong.
This is
sitting in the wrong spot.
The state of cinema these days.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
With us
Yeah. Oh, this is Martin versus us, right here. You like that shit? That's 2 minutes I could have got that. Stupid ass. The humans have always, in every movie, the humans have always been the weaker characters, except for Robotnik, Jim Carrey. Yeah. But the humans have always been weaker than the CG characters, with the exception of Jim Carrey. But I like Tom and Maddie in this. Tom and Maddie, because they gave them a lot more funny moments. And Tom has this thing, and I know what you're gonna say, Martin. You just like puppets. He had this thing with this puppet that made me laugh.
Okay, that was a funny scene with the puppet. Come on,
just give it up, man. Before this man kills you over here.
Fine, I'll let you have the puppet only because I'm tired.
He's like, I give up on you, morons.
Somebody said puppets are funny. Put a puppet in there.
And that was me.
And they brought the puppet back.
Yeah, exactly. They sure did. I was like, all right, that's a cute one-off. Oh, you brought him back? Oh, what the
There's a Tom puppet, man.
Write some goddamn jokes.
That was a joke. More like, you got that right. Whole movie's a damn joke. All right, now here's a criticism. Finally,
no.
This is a real criticism, because you're gonna agree with me on this.
Okay,
you are. Let me see here. Yeah, you're gonna definitely agree with me on this. I know this. Christian Ritter, wasted.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Christian Ritter, I thought, because she's a star now. She's a name. I thought they were going to do something with her. And they introduced her. Nothing.
They do a goddamn thing.
No, you're right about that.
They introduce her and then she's gone for most of the movie and then comes back. You're like, oh, you still here?
You're like, oh yeah, I forgot you were part of this film.
yeah. She really is gone and comes back at the end. It's like, and then did nothing at the end.
No.
So you listen. I think with this, like I said, I already mentioned this, but I'll mention it again, just for shits and giggles. Why not? Like a lot of sequels to a successful predecessor. Like I said, the budget is higher on this one, but I think they did a lot of fun things with that budget. I think they did a lot of cool visuals with it. You kind of heard us right here. If you pick and choose whose opinion sounds like it appeals to you the most. I mean, I and this guy thought it was funny. I thought it was funnier than the rest of them. I was really, really surprised with the way they handled. Well, the movie that's just that's as much of a comedy as this is, and more of a comedy than the other movies. And they all are comedies. Don't get me wrong, but this one, has the most jokes per pacing than other films. But the way they handled Shadow's scenes and his backstory, I didn't think that they'd be able to do that very well and have any kind of emotional impact. And I think it did. So, I enjoyed this. I had fun with it. And I kind of look forward to see what they do with the next movie. You know, they keep introducing these characters and all of them keep coming. I want to say, no, I'm not going to say anything about where they go with this, but again, there's another tease, so they will do another movie.
There's 2 of them.
Yeah, exactly. There is 2 of them. So they will be back. And listen, you know, you keep pushing and pushing. At some point, you're going to fumble. I hope they don't do it with the 4th. You know, I hope it is as fun as this one right here. I'm actually looking forward to seeing what they do with it. As for this, though, I was entertained enough, and you and I sat there and laughed the whole time.
Yeah, we did, yeah.
I would give this a matinee. Oh, Martin. I was
you leave Martin next.
Oh, what, me? You might care what I think about
yes, of course. Of course they do.
I mean, I guess maybe I'm just not the target audience, which I thought I was, because I liked the first one and really, really liked the second one so much. This was a disappointment to me. It felt like, to me, I see a great progression or digression from the Knuckles TV series to this, where it's like, yeah, it's getting really sequel-y now. Even with the thin plot for what it is, with more clever writing and clever jokes, it could have worked. It's just a lot of jokes that, to me, that just weren't funny. And it's a barrage of them over and over and over, and it becomes tiring. The bright spot is probably Jim Carrey, but even that felt more random than it did in previous installments. And you brought up Dragon Ball Z. I guess it's a lot more Dragon Ball Z, which I'm just doesn't work for me. So I'm sure that's part of it. I don't hate the movie, but I just really it really just didn't do anything for me. And there's just too much. It's like, well, the fans are going to love this. Well, the fans are going to love this. And that stinger, boy, that really told me that, like, this is for those fans. And I'm just not one of those. So don't listen to me. But for me personally, it is a rental.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, like I said earlier, this is definitely, at least in my eyes, the best out of the 3. If you really enjoy the first 2, it's just the same formula right here. They just added new characters. That's it. Like I said, from a visual standpoint, I just really loved looking at the movie. I was just like, God damn, these characters look good. Them hedgehogs, they look amazing.
Them hedgehogs,
man.
Well, one's a fox and one's and what is it?
A echidna.
Echidna.
A what?
Exactly.
But they look real. That's what I was thinking in my head while I was watching the movie. I'm like, God damn, it's like they just found them somewhere. And they're like, all right, come out. You know what I'm saying? What?
they look real to you?
Yeah, at least when I was watching yesterday, I was like, they look real. What? Okay, go ahead, Mark.
I understand what you're saying, but like, exaggerated.
Okay. I'm exaggerating a little bit. Okay. I just think the CGI is really good.
Okay, all right.
Okay. For them to be that exaggerated and cartoony looking, they did a good job adapting into the real world.
Okay.
Yes. Man, yeah, I said a lot earlier. I'm giving it a high matinee.
Yeah. There you go. I give it a very positive matinee too. I wouldn't mind giving it a high matinee. Because I'll probably go the high matinee route because, you know, again, for the fans it'll please, but I think kids that are seeing this will have a lot of fun. And I think the adults that see it will actually have fun watching people like Jim Carrey. Yeah.
It's crazy because, like, I don't want to see another Sonic movie if Jim Carrey's not in it.
Oh, of course not.
Yeah, it's like,
jeez, no. Hell no.
Yeah, I feel like these movies don't work without Jim Carrey.
They don't.
You know what I'm
they don't. No, they do not.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Knuckles.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Matinee, rental, and high matinee. Well, you made it to the end of the video. That must mean you really like what we do. So if you do, check out these other videos just like this one. Check out our other YouTube channels and subscribe to join our wonderful Toasty community. And as always, stay toasty.